I love knives. Do you love knives? Of course you love knives. You clicked on this video, it's all about knives. You've seen what it's talking about already. You've seen the title and the picture and stuff. Of course you love knives. Let's talk about knives. And more specifically, emphasis here, my top 5 favourite knives from 2023. Bar one knife, which is a familiar feature on this channel because I have a bit of a soft spot for it. The other 4 knives I'm going to be talking about today are all knives that I've literally only got my hands on at some point this year, and I've been using throughout the year, on and off, and genuinely, they're my top 5 favourite knives of the year out of every knife that I own and every knife that I've received and bought and tested this year. To kick things off, we'll start with the knife that's a familiar feature on this channel. I speak about this a lot. It always makes its way into my recommended knives and favourite knives and all that bollocks. It's never going to change because it is just a fantastic knife. And that is the Protech Malibu. Absolutely adore this knife. It was a grail knife for me. I managed to pick it up a couple of years ago. And this is a knife that I tend to gravitate towards when I am doing a rotation and want to carry something different. I'm always looking at the Malibu like, shall I take the Malibu out today? And quite a lot of the time I generally do. It'll only be for a day or so at a time because I do like to carry other stuff as well. But I do give the Malibu a fair amount of pocket time. There's a reason I love this knife so much. One, look at it. Fucking sexy. Great materials. I've got the 20CV blade version. Aluminium scales, obviously. Nice deep carry clip. Great action, never fails, drops shut every single time, flies open, absolutely fantastic. They do different versions of this now. I've got a version somewhere in my house which is Magna Cut blade steel, and then it's got the patterned red scales. That is a California Custom Knife Show exclusive, I think it was. It's like 1 of 40. Beautiful knife, absolutely stunning, just stays in the box, never used it. This one, however, actually gets used. Great knife, would recommend to anyone. They go from around second hand, you can get them around 150, but brand new, 2 to 250. Great knife. Next up on the list is a knife from a company that were kind of off my radar until I met the guys that run the company at a knife show in California, and I picked up this. Absolute tank of a knife. This is the Artisan Cutlery Valor. Whew! Absolute unit. For one, drop shut. The action on this is fantastic. You've got a flipper tab to open it, or there is a little like groove in the blade which you can use to Spidey flick it if you're confident enough to do that kind of stuff. Opens every time, drops shut every time. I feel like it's on bearings. I haven't taken it apart before to have a look in there, but with action like that, it has to be on bearings. Titanium scales, feel amazing in the hand. It's very nicely shaped, so you can get a really good purchase on it. The blade has a nice finger choil, which means you can choke up a bit further. If not, you can just keep your hand on the scales and use the gym pin on the top of the blade. S35 VM blade steel, nice and strong, holds an edge great, sharpens nice and easily, and just looks great. Like, look at that's such a chunky boy of a knife, isn't it? They're generally around $200. You can pick them up for around 150. That's how much I paid for this at the knife show. So obviously knife show prices are a bit cheaper. But I'm sure you'll be able to find this somewhere for around that 150 price mark if you look hard enough. But if you're into bigger knives, highly recommend it. It is chunky, it's not exactly light, but it's a great knife to carry. Next on the list is a knife from the James brand. I talk about the James brand quite a lot. I really like their stuff. I do a lot of work with them. And they sent me this knife earlier this year to make some videos on, essentially. And I found myself carrying it quite a lot because it's really, really good knife. And that is the Kline. Tip up only, left and right hand carry, which is fantastic. And it's got thumb stud opening, so you can thumb flick it. It's quite a big knife, so Spidey flicking it can be quite difficult, but it works. The James brand slide lock, which is a bit like the Benchmade Axis lock. It's amazing, keeps your fingers out of the way, which is what you want when you're closing the knife up. Blade is very long. I feel like it's a 3.6-inch Magna Cut blade. I've got the black micarta version in terms of scales. It's got a micarta backspacer and durable as shit. I've beat this thing up in the forest and done loads of stuff with it, and I've only had to put an edge on it once. So it really is a true workhorse of a knife. They are quite expensive. Can't remember exactly how much, but it's the James brand. They're kind of known for having a bit of a pricey price tag. But I will say it is worth the money because it is a great knife. I can't actually remember how much it is. I want to say 350, 400. So it's quite a lot. Next up, knife number 4 is what I will say is probably my perfect all-round EDC pocket knife. If it was legal to carry in the UK, which it's not. But if I was in America, where I've carried this a lot, it's my perfect EDC knife. And that is the Spyderco Para 3. Seriously, like, in every single way I possibly can, I fucking love it. Great action, looks amazing, feels amazing in the hand, not too expensive. I picked this one up for 175 bucks. There are obviously different versions. This is kind of the standard version with the S30V blade steel. G10 scales, but you can get Magna Cuts, you can get S35, you can get micarta, you can get brass scales. It's so customizable. Tip up and down, left and right hand carry, so whatever tickles your fancy you can do with this. They're just a super good, super durable, super reliable knife. Put an edge on it, haven't had to sharpen it since, and it's super sharp to this day. And it's one of my most carried knives this year. Probably my most carried knife this year. I would honestly say every person should have a PM3 in their collection. I prefer it over the Para 2. I think it looks nicer. I genuinely do prefer the smaller blade on this because it's still perfect for whatever you need it for a general EDC knife. You don't need it to be much longer than this or different. Which is funny because I just told you about that James brand Kline, which is huge. But there's just something about the PM3 that really just resonates with me, and I absolutely love it, and it sees a lot of pocket time. And last, but certainly not least, my most expensive, most precious, and probably my favourite knife of all my knives, of everything. We have this. The Armour Squirrel. This thing, look at it. Just take a second, before I cut to any B-roll or anything, and just appreciate how much of a fucking beast this thing is. Looks like a pterodactyl. I know I've said that before, but it really does. Anyway, Armour Knife Squirrel. This is made by my friend Ryan Morris, who owns Armour Knives. Everything is designed, sourced, made and assembled by him from his garage in California. So much respect for him making these super high quality custom knives. Some of them are one of one. This one that I have is a one of one. Titanium scales that are like copper coated to give like a nice dirty copper look. 3V core, I think it's Chad Nichols blade steel. Super sharp, holds the edge insanely well, and the action on it, it flies open. You've got flipper tab, or you also have a hole which you can spidey flick or thumb flick it, whatever you fancy. Running on bearings. All in, just an insane knife to have. Yes, they are expensive. This one, I think it's between 900 and 1,000 bucks, and then they go up from there depending on what the materials are that you're using. He'll take requests, or he has stuff ready made, ready to go. He's got carbon fiber ones. He's won awards. Incredible guy, incredible knife maker. This finds its way to my pocket so often, and one of the things that I really like about it is the pocket clip. It's very small, very minimal, and you might think it kind of looks weird, but one thing that's so good about it, and I've mentioned this before, is the fact that it sits so low in the pocket and the clip is so small and discreet. No one's going to know that it's a knife in your pocket. Everyone's just going to think, well, they're either not going to see the clip, or it'll just look like a pen because it is such a small clip, so it makes it a bit less scary for people rather than seeing like a big knife, scary looking thing sticking out your pocket. And that covers it. That is my top 5 favourite knives of 2023. I hope it didn't drag on too long, and I hope you got something from this. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment as well. Let me know what you think of my top 5 knives. Let me know if you think I'm an idiot for liking any of these knives, and tell me that your knives are better, and tell me what they are. And if I don't have one, I'll get one and I'll check it out, and maybe, just maybe, it'll make it to the top of my list in 2024. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But make sure you subscribe as well, because there's plenty more videos coming. But I'll see you later, because it's pointless me talking now. Still going. Bye. That was perfect timing. My screen went out and everything then, so. Go to bed.